Albert finished recording yet another episode of Roblox. Yes, how original. Well, at least it's not Fortnite. He screamed 75 times today in his new video. Yes, what a masterpiece he has created. Luckily, this wasn't a normal video. It was a video about Goz, who I think ruined his channel. Now all these people attempting to be myths exist. Why? That's not the point. Goz had talked to Albert while they played. He said he had a surprise, but didn't give any more detail. He did yell at Goz. Sad clown face.
That's all I'm gonna read. Here we go. Alright. So, back in August 2018, last year, I created a lovely Wattpad story named Albert X Goz, and what I just read to you was the beginning, the first part 1, but just a little bit of it, and if you want to read the rest of it, I will link it down in the description, okay, because I'm not going to give you any more detail. Basically, there's a whole lot of other stories called Albert X Goz, and you'd be thinking, oh, well, you know, they just like the ship. I don't like the ship, and I've read some of them, right? I don't like the ship, so what this is people making stories based off of my story. And it's like exactly the same as my story because mine's not an actual shipping story because I don't ship real people. And, you know, this made me freaking angry the first time I read it, but I didn't want to say anything to the creators because they liked my story and I don't want to lose any reads. I don't want any of that to happen. I don't want to be known as like some person who can't handle it in other copies. But, you know, here I am making a video. Here's one of the stories called Albert X Goz, and when you first come onto the page, you'll notice, not crediting the artist, which is a kind of just an awkward sign. What a great way to begin. So now we're gonna read the beginning, and I don't think I've actually read this one. Here we go. Warning, if you don't ship this and hate this ship, please leave. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be reading this. Okay, here, my point of view. Albert was making a new video, and guess what? It was about Goz. But Goz was different. He flirted sometimes with Albert. Actually tried. When he sent the video to Carlito, who edited the video, a while later, he went to the comments out of curiosity, and all the comments were, Albert X Goz, Albert and Goz sitting on a tree, Kissing. So he decides to sleep. What a lovely beginning. And here's this very lovely story called Goz X Albert. Albert's point of view. I woke up. Everything was blurry. I sat up rubbing my eyes. Once my eyes adjusted, I went downstairs. I quietly walked down the stairs. About time, Alana said jokingly with a smile. Most stories, Alana is not very good of a girlfriend, so I wanted her to be nice. Albert smiled, sitting down. Hey, Ace is an idiot. I thought this was a point of view. But, lovely story. Thanks, sweetheart, Albert said softly, as Lana placed a bowl of cereal in front of Albert. Love you, Lana replied, heading upstairs. Albert scarfed down his food and went upstairs to his recording room. So not much of a copy there, but then we get to Jake's point of view, which is still in third person. I groaned, sitting up. What time is it? It was 9 a.m. Holy! Jake said, falling out of bed, driving himself up, and racing to the kitchen. His mother went out on a trip for work, so he was alone in the house. Gotta hurry. Pretty sure I might get at least one video done today. Jake took some weird sort of breakfast bar his mom bought. Gotta go fast, Jake said jokingly while laughing to himself, running like Sonic. You know, this kind of reminds me of something, you know, part 2 of my story. Jake, who was 100 miles away, heard the high-pitched screeching, and Naruto ran like Sonic all the way to the barn. Kind of similar in my opinion. Here's one I haven't read yet. It's called Bamba Gozbert. It's a Gozbert story. Albert X Goz, Mr. Flim Flam X Flamingo. Chapter 1, 69. How feel? Albert's point of view. I was on my phone and saw the news that 69 was prisoned for life. I started to cry, and Lana looked at my and said, F-word 69. I said, woman, and she got flung at the speed of light. I continued crying about 69. After 8 hours of me crying off 69, I got a knock at the door. I hoped it wasn't Lana. I opened the door and it was Yuko. The freak you want? I said with my eyes red from crying. I'm out of pills, so in order to get Goz to give me more, I need to kidnap you, I guess. He told me okay, and he dragged me to his car. It's quite the story, except we get to chapter 2. Maui saves the day, and Rust. What else can I say except you're welcome? Albert's point of view. Once Yoko dragged me to Goz's rusty A-word basement, reminding me of his rust and his rusty A-word car, he put me in the patient chair and tied me up on it. D-word, this smells like S-word. I said, K, he said after, and left upstairs, and heard him say, K, now give me it, and after heard Goz come downstairs. Hey, Senpa, he said, and stopped and crashed and was upstairs, and Maui came down with his staff S-word and yeeted Goz away and cut the rope, and I was tied and yeeted me into Rust in our getaway car. I never knew rusty A-word car would save me, but it did. So after Maui teetered me to my house after blasting You're Welcome, after I left to my room and slept. I don't know what's going on. Heartbreak Hotel 91, are you okay? There's obviously some inspiration from my story, I guess. First, Albert's tied up in a barn, and Jake comes and carries him out on a chair. And then, in another one, Albert's in the hospital from, almost dying. And then, he runs away from Goz, and he jumps onto Rust's car, and his, car's really rusty, which I mentioned in the story. And the next chapter in their story is called Sonic X Obama. But, in my story, there's this sentence that says, he walked into his room and jumped when he seen Sonic X Obama everywhere, thinking Goz did it, and he eventually calmed down when he realized he printed them all out. So, I can see there's obviously some referencing from my story, but other than that, it's quite the beauty. It's quite the gem. And that's all the time I have for today. See you later, everyone. Thanks for watching. Peace.